Hi.
Corvo. Hello. I'm Callista. I work here for Admiral Havelock. I'm sorry to intrude on your business, but this is important. I suspect you're going to kill the High Overseer. That wretched man. There's really no reason for you to listen to me. But my uncle, Jeff Kernow, still serves as captain in the City Watch. But he's a good man, and my only family. The chatter in servant circles is that Campbell just took delivery of an exotic poison. And I think I know why. My uncle's not corruptible like the rest of them. Campbell is going to poison my uncle. Do you think you could protect him? You used to do that, right? Before you had your current profession. Before you became an assassin.
I haven't killed anybody yet, but okay. Well, okay, that's not entirely true. I haven't gone out of my way to kill people. High Overseer Campbell. High Overseer Campbell leads the city's militant religious faction and is a close ally to the Lord Regent. Campbell is completely corrupt and holds the secret to Emily's location. Infiltrate the office of the High Overseer, steal Campbell's journal, and eliminate him. An ally to the loyalists of Martin is being held there. Free him and allow him to escape. I gotta say, I love these rain physics. Like you can see.
It's been a rough trip. Used to be to go straight up Clavering Boulevard, but now it's not so easy. Half the city's dead of the plague. The other half's fighting over what's left.
Yeah, sounds about right.
City Watch still holds the bigger streets, and they've set up those wall of light checkpoints. A man walks through one of those, and he ends up burned to a crisp.
Wonderful.
Everything not controlled by the City Watch is gang territory. There are the real odd birds living on the fringes like that Granny Rags. They say she's nuts. I don't know which is worse. Just take your pick.
Okay, fair. Okay, so welcome back. We are on the low chaos playthrough that we're going to be doing, which means we're going to be picking up like any bone charms or whatever that we pick up at this point. We'll be using towards the non-lethal bits. And of course they're dumping bodies.
So, it's nearly midnight. But easy, damn it. Keep them in the boat. Canal's got enough shit in it as it is.
Carry him.
Good. Keep them coming.
How did it pass me by? All the others down with the sickness.
I think that last one was moving.
So he's talking about the they're talking about one of the bodies that they dumped. So we're gonna put him here. And we're gonna go quick save because that is the way to play the stealth game. Oh, there's something here. Fascinating. Arthur's note. Dearest Gwen, the city is going to burn. I've sold everything, so there's nothing for me here now except you. I'll wait for you where Clavering Boulevard crumbles into the river, where we used to meet. We'll take the money I've made and bribe our way onto a passing whale ship. I won't leave without you. And if you won't come, I'd rather be rat food. Love, Arthur. Aw. So those guys are going to be basically busy doing all of that.
2, 3, heave!
What will I do now?
What do you mean, what will you do now? Oh. Got more coin.
Attention, Dunwall citizens.
John Clavering Boulevard has been designated a restricted travel area.
Take their
Any
coin.
citizens are liable to
I mean,
search or imprisonment.
I'm not trying to kill
at the
anybody,
discretion of the City Watch.
but that doesn't mean I'm a nice person either.
Attention Dunwall citizens. This is a special announcement from our Honorable Lord Regent.
This is the Lord Regent speaking. It is with regret that I announce that my term as Lord Regent has been extended through the month of harvest.
Oh, wow.
And potentially beyond. In addition, in this continuing crisis, the overseers of the Abbey of the Everyman remain in service to the state and are empowered to enforce order whenever and wherever necessary. We owe our thanks to High Overseer Campbell for the generous loan of their services.
Oh. Yeah, I guess we should be, like, falling over our knees being thankful to him, huh?
Attention watchmen. This district is now considered a highly infected area. Residents are to be escorted to adjacent neighborhoods or delivered for immediate deportation to the flooded district. Remain in position until qualified personnel have completed the removal of infected bodies.
Take his stuff. Oh, okay. So that would be Granny Rags.
Attention Dunwall citizens. This is a special announcement from our Honorable Lord Regent.
This is the Lord Regent speaking. It is with regret that I announce that my term as Lord Regent has been extended through the month of harvest.
I mean, we already heard
potentially
this.
beyond.
I don't need to hear it again,
In
asshole.
addition, in this continuing crisis,
I mean, I know you like to hear your own voice, but
overseers
Jesus
of the
Christ,
Abbey
man.
of the Everyman remain in service to the state and are empowered to enforce order whenever and wherever necessary. We owe our thanks to High Overseer Campbell for the generous loan of their services.
Plant your ass up on the roof and watch the street. See who comes to the almshouse, and if that old lady knows anything. She's blind, but maybe she's heard something. Okay. Pick up more crossbow bolts, and obviously this guy is dead. So something happened to him. Down, jump down. And jump down. So we are here. Yeah, that sounds absolutely lovely, Granny.
I told you the knives go on the left. They've always the left. You never listen.
There's a bone charm over there. There's one over there as well. There's a rune. Okay.
Is that you, my dear husband?
No.
My eyes aren't what they used to be. Have you seen my little birdies? Ah, the dear things must be starving without their granny. Here, birdies. Here. Oh, my. I think I have gentlemen callers again, but not the way I used to, not the nice ones. I hear them, and they're not very polite ones either.
Oh boy.
Granny Rags, let us in. Ah, well, they'll go away again if they know what's good for them. But what a bother. Here's the key to the front door, love. You'll see to those ruffians, won't you?
Oh, okay. So I guess I'm dealing with them. Cool. I didn't actually say I would, but cool. That's
I think
just
the
lovely.
little birdies are sad today.
Oh, they? So we're actually going to investigate this area first. Oh, look at that. Oh, hi.
Be careful, Corvo. They call her Granny Rags.
Uh-huh.
You wouldn't recognize her real name, or even the name of her family. But an emperor begged for her hand once.
Oh, wow.
And rich young men fought each other for her favor.
Okay.
I watched her consider them all, measure their worth, and find them wanting. Then, she made a different choice. You're on your way to face the High Overseer.
I am.
The leader of a great cult dedicated to loathing me. What will you do, I wonder?
Okay, so now I have a new rune, and it looks like she worships the outsider.
Let us in, Granny.
I bet she can't even hear us.
She's blind, not deaf. We're here to do your washing.
Actually, that reminds me.
Have it your way. We're here.
So yeah, I have 2 runes now. But we're gonna hold off for a sec. Because we need to equip some bone charms, which we didn't do in the last video. So we're gonna do good lungs, breaking glass sounds, voyeur's good. Also, we have 10 slots now because I went back and I bought the increased power thing. So we've got the sleep darts, upgrades. What we're gonna do for this is crossbow accuracy, reload, range, combat sleep darts. We're also gonna increase the bone charm capacity, bolt capacity. I guess that's it. So there's that. Fire water, nope. White rat friends. Powers are slightly improved. Quick dodge in case I need it. And yeah, and the river affinity. We'll hold off on the rest because I'm not quite sure what other powers
Take your money, Granny.
we would need. But oh, sleep darts. Going back to powers for a quick sec, we can actually bend time. So I know I said I was looking to upgrade dark vision first, but I think bend time will actually benefit us a lot more. Press the right mouse click to slow the world around you for a limited time, or until you press the right click button to end the powers. At level 2, time is completely stopped. Enemies and security systems are unaware of you for the duration. We are gonna put stop time as number 5.
You look at this.
You don't walk into Bottle Street looking like that.
That outfit must have cost a lot.
Maybe I'll let my girlfriend have these dice.
What?
Oh shit.
Here you
Oh really? You're making me wait some. Well, so much for Ghost, but it's fine. I could have done a lot better there, but it's whatever. Shove him in this room right here. You can't because you're dead. She doesn't get sick of that song, does she? You can get the mattress. Hi. I did it.
Oh, my dear. I knew you'd help me with those ill-mannered boys. My brave man. Listen, Granny has a birthday present for you. I got it from the outsider, and now I'm giving it to you.
Ah, okay.
It's upstairs, on the vanity. I think you'll cut a nice figure with it. Remember how we used to dance? Our parties were even grander than those at the Boyle Manor. Everyone wanted to come.
Nice. And yep, hello.
I hope you like the little gift I got for you. It's the least I could do for turning those louts away. I can't bear these Bottle Street children. Ruffians, every last one of them. Rotten apples. And that slackjaw is the worst of the lot. You know what I just thought of? You could do something else for me. Another little favor. And I'd give you another present. Another lovely rune carved from the bones of a dead whale. Do you remember my doctor, dear?
Right.
Dr. Galvani. Now there was a clever man. He's got all sorts of nasty rat guts and disease in his laboratory. Wouldn't it be a shame if some of that mess found its way into the Bottle Street Gang's elixir still?
Whoa.
Teach him. See to it, dear. I'll find you another present just like the first. Galvani lives on Clavering Boulevard, or at least he used to. Those were the days. Now run off. My baby birdies are hungry. So precious.
Wow, she just straight up wants me to poison people now.
You'll have to go or they won't come.
Now we're gonna follow her.
I think the little birdies are sad today. Get out.
Oh, wow. She did not care.
Here, birdies. Sweet birdies. Where did my birdies go? Maybe they should pay a visit to those young men. Wouldn't that be a surprise? Oh! There you are. Were you worried about your granny?
Those are rats.
Chicks, aren't you? Don't eat too much. There will be all kinds of treats later. Don't you worry.
Okay, so her birdies are rats. So we're gonna try and stay on the upper ground. So now she wants us to go to Galvani's office and to find some icky shit to poison the still. We're not gonna do that because again, this is the no-kill run. So instead, we're just gonna move on. Oh, there's something here too. Rewire tool. Disable security devices or make them work in your favor by using a rewire tool on the circuitry panel for the security device you want to hack. This consumes the retool wire. It rewires the walls of light, arc pylons, and watch towers, and it will make them harm your enemies instead of you, while rewired alarms will be fully disabled. So we'll definitely want the rewire tool for the alarms for sure, but again, we're trying not to kill people. So we're gonna do what we can to avoid that. Nate, drop point has changed. Leave it in the shutter under the bridge. If the elixir ain't there, you ain't getting paid. Welp. Okay, so we hear two guys over there.
Blow off, chopper.
Oh, that's the gaffer's tail. We don't need that. Mother's journal. 8th entry. It's the 4th day of the month of rain. Morris is sick and so are the children. I've avoided it thus far, which is good fortune since it has fallen on me to care for them. 9th entry. The city watch comes and goes, knocking on doors and asking for signs of plague. Even our neighbors cannot be trusted. Earlier, it was difficult to keep the children quiet. Now they sleep most of the time. 10th entry. The flies have set in. I try to keep them away, but I can barely get close. They sting so. Most of the time, Morris won't answer me when I try to talk to him from across the room. 11th entry. Morris is gone. I don't know what I'll do. For now, all my hope is reserved for the children. Leaving the flat for a while near dawn, I find some plague bags from a guard booth while no one is around. It took a while, but I got Morris into one of the bags. At least his face is covered. 12th entry. Young Robert has passed. The star of my sky is gone. There's a page missing. 7th entry. Elise stopped breathing in the middle of the night. She was such a headstrong girl, I can hardly believe she was overcome. She was always near as I cut up hagfish or vegetables, arguing with me about everything. 18th entry. It is the 4th day of the month of wind. It has settled in that they are lost to me, all of them. I cannot bring myself to call the dead counter. 19th entry. I have the fever now. No guards come near anymore. So she died, and the rest of her family was over there. So I definitely want them to move around. Nope. There is no one here. I'm gonna quick save.
Let me out. Hey!
Oh, is there a third guy? Oh, no.
Let me out.
Oh, okay, hi.
I owe you, brother. I want to ask about the mask.
Good.
I wouldn't want my face seen either, pulling a stunt like that. You know what? I'll return the favor. Come by Griff's shop. That's my business.
Okay.
Well, it was at one time, but now I'm reduced to scavenging things from here and there as the city dies. If you need anything, I wouldn't mind trading for a little money.
Okay, good to know.
Maybe someday the plague will blow over and everything will go back to normal. But until then, it's scavenging for me.
Okay, well, thanks for that.
What the?
What the what? Complaining about the guys I just dealt with? Take them so that, Hello. Ah! There's a bone charm. Excerpt from the book on Sailing Traditions in Scrimshaw. Bone charms, a sailor's blessing, they say. The carving itself is a practice from long back, passed from father to son, old man Salt to Greenhorn, still getting his sea legs beneath him. In the old times, men cut into the tusks of ice seals and into the arm-long fangs of bears that roam the isles north of Tivia. Oh my God, learn to read. Once the whale trade began, the practitioners went to engraving the bones of those great beasts, rendering charms that sing in the night and grant some small boon to a man's vigor or defense against pregnancy. Okay, so let's see which one I just picked up. Whirlwind 1, you swing your sword slightly faster, except I don't want that really. I got something for 75 coin. That would be a corpse. And hi. Hi, Griff.
Want to look at some of the things I found? Good prices, I swear.
Sure. He wants me to buy sleep darts at 100 coin. Wow, what a rip-up artist. However, we will be picking up these two because they're important. Blueprints collect blueprints to unlock new upgrades and equipment in Piero's workshop at the Hound's Pit pub. Yes, sirree. And the other one is that one. Yeah, sure. I mean, you're a crook, but it doesn't mean I don't need them. His apartments, we'll look into there in a few minutes. Yeah, actually, you know what? We'll do that now. Well, actually, yeah, let's investigate the other area first, because I believe the art dealer stuff is actually on the way. There we go. More. Ah, for fuck's sakes. Well, I'll probably need them when before I come out. Sure. Ah! Ha! It's a good thing I decided to come up here.
Like so.
This is one odd bird. Sorts with crazies, does rituals and the like, bone charms and such.
You sound afraid.
Damn right I am. Doubt ain't no ordinary man. Touched by the outsider he is, given dark powers. He can slit your throat across the room.
Well, that'd get him a leg up for sure.
It's no coincidence that most men won't even whisper his name.
Is it true that he lives in the flooded district? With them weepers and wild hounds?
That's what they say. Perfect place for a paid killer to hide.
I guess we can assume that Dowd is the assassin in the red jacket who killed Jessamine. Or at least that's what I'm thinking anyway. Kind of want to go in there and see what's in there, but I need to deal with all these guys first.
Hey, shut up.
You talking to me, fool? You talking to me? And there's two guys over there.
Say, when's Slackjaw coming down?
Not till the next batch of elixirs done. You'll want to check on things.
Then you better get all your shit together, huh?
Everything's fine. I run the
2,
still
3,
like I
4.
run a game of Nancy.
Yeah.
So there's 5 guys here, and then there's 1 out there.
Little bastard.
So that's 6 guys in total. I got impatient. Okay. So it means I can explore out here to my heart's content. It also means we have to deal with the bodies. Nice. We got keys. Excerpt from a letter. We've seen widespread looting since the Mountain plans. It wasn't prevalent at first, but it's a pattern now. There's an outbreak in one of the districts, and the watch moves in. We quarantine buildings, put down weepers, and deport anyone showing early signs. Afterward, the dead counters come through and the lawyers write up the paperwork to transfer ownership of businesses and homes at Parliament's discretion. Soon after, like clockwork, the gang began tearing the place apart. There's a fairly robust black market now, because everyone wants elixir and most can't afford it. Even Sokolop's brand won't help you if you've already got the plague, but getting a regular dose is your best chance if you want to avoid contracting it. Some of the gangs have taken to buying small amounts and watering it down before selling it, and I have to admit, if I didn't have an officer's ration, I'd be buying them from them. I would be buying from them. Wow. So basically they're taking advantage of, oh, cool. Sleep darts. They're taking advantage of people's desperation here. Ooh, I could actually put them up on roofs and shit. There we go. I think I got them all. Okay, I don't have any space for the elixirs. I can only hold 10, and I have 10. I don't think there's another way to get in. Across the Empire, Old Dunwall whiskey is not its finest libation of its kind, but it's also an important cultural tradition among discerning folk, sophisticated and common alike. Captains move their ships across the great ocean, so always have a bottle in their quarters for occasions. Fine restaurants and bars keep it in stock, and farmers across Bristol exchange Old Dunwall whiskey when healthy children are born. Some might disagree, preferring highbrow drinks such as King Street Brandy or one of the other brands from Morlaix, but sales of Old Dunwall have been brisk through the early years of Empress Jessamine Kaldwin's reign, a trend that is expected to continue. Aged and bottled in Dunwall's distillery district, Old Dunwall whiskey is what you want. Craxton, I'm coming tomorrow to check on the batch. Make sure you're wearing pants this time and stick to the recipe. 1 part Sokolov elixir, 1 part beach gum paste, 2 parts sugar water. That's it. The more of the real shit you cut in, the less there is to spread around and the less coin I make. This ain't a charity. There we go. I don't have any space for bullets. Oh shit. No, I don't want a grenade. Fuck off. Spring razor. A spring razor trap can be attached to any surface by aiming it at it and pressing the right trigger button. It will be triggered as an enemy approaches it, throwing up a cloud of shrapnel. Ugh. Not this playthrough. So basically, if we were doing Granny or Ags's mission, this would literally be where we would have to go in order to dump the stuff. But we're not. And now we're leaving. Hatters fired the first shot, but the Bottle Street gang fired the last. Okay. So now we can grab more of those. So now we have a total of 6.
Come on up. The more people die, the cheaper it gets.
Really? So basically what you're saying is you will offer me a discount if I kill people. Oh, we can't open it. That's fine. Moving right along. First things first. Nope, I can't. Eradication of Black Sally. Excerpt from a popular story of crime and daring by Jules Robin and the City Watch. Before Slackjaw ran the streets in the Distillery District, there was no boss more ruthless, violent, or dedicated to squeezing the average citizen for coin than Black Sally. Like so many from Morlaix, she was pale-skinned and green-eyed, with hair as black as the void. They say that she started young, and as a girl she'd stunned a man with her looks, coming up upon him in an alley, then smile a one-sided smile, and suddenly run him through with a knife. She'd had his money and be on her way before he breathed his final breath. As a boss, she was worse, ruling over the meanest streets gang Dunwall had seen up to that time. Her operation touched everything from shipping to prostitution. She even had a racket going with the Bakers Guild. A finger in every pie indeed. One man, Watch Captain Jules Robin, made it his mission to stop her, and kept the case going for half a decade. Black Sally finally met her end when Robin had his men light smoke fires in barrels near the warehouse where she hid out during the day. As she and her gang rushed into the streets, terrified the building was burning, Captain Robin and his top officers threw nets over them and ran them all through with blades and pistol shot. Wow. Okay, so that's Dr. Giovanni's office. Like I said, we're not gonna deal with the mission, what's it called? The thing. Her request. But we are going to take a look at the at what we can find in here. And after that, we will just simply bypass the wall of light. Oh, there's a bunch of rats down there.
Wait, did you touch the door handle to Dr. Galvani's lab?
Yeah, I think so.
Then you have to scrub. The rats get their vital essences everywhere, the doctor said.
Shit.
Vital essences? Does that mean guts?
I think so. So your hands need scrubbing. You're unclean.
Unclean? That's nonsense. Can't we just...
No, I told you. With rubbing alcohol or white vinegar.
All right. What is he doing there all day? Ambrose says he breeds rats that carry the plague.
Your friends are ignorant. The doctor is a brilliant man. If anyone can save this city, it's him.
The royal physician is going to save us. I hear his new elixir is twice as good against the plague.
I don't understand how Galvani can admire Sokolov. Royal physician or not, I hear tell he's a beast. A superstitious philanderer who spends more time with prostitutes than he does in the laboratory.
Is this what it's going to be like when we're married?
Aww.
It is, isn't it?
I hope not. I'm telling you now, I don't have the endurance for it.
Oh, that's cool. Sorry, Miss Wifey to be, you cannot rat me out. So we're gonna play a game. We're gonna try every single fucking combination here because I am too lazy to actually try and find the combo itself.
A few moments later.
Ah, got it. Oh, I could have hit her in here, actually. I've been invited to a soiree at the Boyle estate. Of course I won't attend. The 28th day of the 7th month, the month of high cold, is the day I met Anton Sokolov at the academy. Why would I tarnish the anniversary of the most important day of my life by licking aristocratic boots? I have no time for fools. I will be solving the riddle of this plague. Perhaps I'll raise a cup of Tivian red. Ah! More sleep starts. Ah. You did have something I missed. Womp womp. Dear Miss Benton, when cleaning my study, I ask that you constrain your efforts strictly to the floors. Please, at all costs, refrain from attempting to clean or arrange my bookshelf. In fact, it would be best to keep away from it altogether. Otherwise, I'll have to reconsider the terms of your employment. Regards, Dr. Galvani. P.S. Since I'll be out of the city for a few days, I've left next week's pay as well. The bank was closed, so I'm afraid it's short by half. You can count on me for the remainder next week, of course. Okay, good to know. Uh-huh. $287, I guess. Yep, that would be the code that I ended up using. The rat plague. For over a year, I've studied this cursed plague, collecting and dissecting rats by the thousands. Given the rat gestation and maturation cycle, it's been possible to breed them for numerous generations. The rodents themselves seem immune to the plague, but they pass it readily between members of their own species, perhaps through mites. The blood of the rats tells its own story, allowing me to gauge the number of generations that a given group of rats have lived with the plague. As such, a nagging question remains. The rats collected in the poorest parts of town, in the slums, exhibit the oldest strain of the plague, while those found near the docks, where the foreign plague-bearing rats would presumably have entered our city, exhibit a younger strain of plague. Could this mean that the rats were transported to the slums in some way that is not obvious? I will continue my research. If nothing else, I am living proof that Sokolov's elixir and Piero's remedy are very effective at protecting against the plague, if one consumes enough of the stuff. You mean if one can afford to consume enough of the stuff? Leviathan's Sorrow. Little is known of Picardi, credited with the series of pamphlets arguing against the whaling trade. While he is gifted, his views are nonsense and threaten the economic underpinnings of the empire. 01. Enslavement. On the breeding and husbanding of whales versus hunting the beasts in the wild after a natural and free life cycle, Picardi offers no solution for where these massive malevolent creatures might be pastured. Dissolution. Laments on the destruction of social bonds between herd members. Picardi actually uses the term families. 3. Harmony. Drivel on the aesthetic wonder of what is, in reality, the great and terrible ocean that ever threatens to swallow us. Includes arguments on the gentle nature of the brutes, a notion refuted by seamen who return to shore wide-eyed with tales of the whale's savagery. 4. Disruption. Here Picardi is on his weakest footing, issuing up feverish warnings against the displacement or transference of natural beasts from their native environments. I kind of agree with him, but I mean, what do I know? I'm just playing this game.
Obviously, the plague rat is distinct from the ordinary rat, but in what respect? Its size and the coarseness of its fur, and I believe in intelligence, although the experiments there are not complete. Coriander's Zoological Survey describes only the ordinary rat, which means plague rats have only been here for 5 or 7 years at most. This was not a gradual migration. Could they have been introduced on purpose? Perhaps by a foreign power.
So basically, he suspects that these whales were taken from a natural habitat and introduced to Dunwall somehow, specifically the slums. I mean, it is entirely possible. Galvani, the latest case should arrive within a week, containing all the components you need. Be careful with the white phosphorus. Can't have you getting phossy jaw like the tanners at the edge of the city, poor bastards. Sorry you have to practice in secret. The vivisectionist should be celebrated, revered even. Cutting up rats should be done in the town square with a crowd of eager students taking notes, not in some dirty little secret room hidden behind a wall of books. Anyway, lucky for you to have an old friend who never left the academy. Let me know what else you need, but remember, it might be a month before I can put together another shipment. Yours truly, or yours in knowledge, Artemis Moore, Procurement Clerk and Provisioner, Academy of Natural Philosophy, South Wing. P.S. Next time you're nearby, come in for an afternoon. We've stayed fairly insulated from the plague since so few come and go here, but we've got quite the stock of Tivian brandy. Okay, so that's where I would grab the thing, but I'm not going to. More Piero's elixir. Sewer capacity in the month of Nets. I've been asked to tell the problem, so here it is. It's been every year that we work like men gone mad during the month of Nets. I don't hardly see my family. It's bad enough that the works is clogged with trash from the catch, pieces of crates and nets, but the water smells of hagfish guts too. We gotta get it done before the month of rains or you know what. And it ain't like we can get help from these pricks in civil engineering either. Been at this job for nigh on 28 years and I never seen one of them come below except to measure will it hold when they go putting up one of their fancy new bridges. So these last 3 years been the worst, and here's why. It's the river crusts moved into the works. We hear a man ahead yell and scream like he's burning up, and we all climb up fast. No other choice. Okay. Yeah, so it wants me to grab that. I'm not going to grab that because that's gross. There I go. I mean, you could sort of tell from the tracks there and the fact that this is on wheels that there's something special about it. And I guess we're pretty much done here. There's a lower floor below, but it's got people. And it's also got a giant thing of rats, so we're gonna ignore it for now. You'll see me approaching pictures and stuff. That's because you can take them down, like each chapter, or each mission rather. Oh, excuse me. Each mission will have a painting that you can take. Yeah, see that swarm of rats right there? That's what scares me. I'm gonna do everything I can to avoid loosing them on people, because again, I don't want them to die. Avoiding the rat plague. Much of the public still harbors false belief related to the plague. It is not true that the bile from river crusts will protect against contraction of the disease, nor is it true that crushed Morley orchids act as a remedy. Though it is speculated that both of these ingredients are used in both Sokolov's elixir and Piero's remedy. Consumption of these products before exposure to the plague constitutes the only known means of resisting the disease. Further, the Abbey of the Everyman warns against superstitious practices. Not only is it ineffective to burn 2 hagfish and a cat together, inhaling the vapors while chanting the names of the plague dead, but it is also considered heresy by the overseers and will be met with the full measure of the Abbey laws. Tell your neighbors and practice these things for yourself. Avoid contact with the infected. Consume your ration of elixir daily, preferably in the morning, and report anyone suspected of carrying the plague. Everyone must work together to stop the spread of the dreaded contagion. Excerpt from the work detailing one of the 7 strictures. Restrict the restless hands, which quickly becomes the workmates of the outsider. Unfettered by honest labor, they rush to sordid gains, vain pursuits, and deeds of violence. Of what value are the hands that steal and kill and destroy? Instead, put your hands to the plow, the fork, and the spade. For even the lowliest labor that is rigorous squeezes the muscles as a sponge, rinsing impurities from the mind and the body. So basically, find something productive. So next time he comes out and over, I have to grab him, and I'll put him up here. Come on. Oh, god damn it, there's 3 of them. Okay, so that one's behind a closed door, so I don't have to worry too much about him. So the third one I don't worry about. Oh shit, he came out. He's gonna rummage through the things because he's nosy. Perfecto. Oops. And there you go. Should be okay to walk around, but I'm not risking anything. Customs and food of Morlaix. Born and raised in Bristol, I spent my formative years in our smaller cities before settling in magnificent Dunwall. There, in the capital city, I learned to appreciate the finer things. When the opportunity arose to document my travels to Serkonos, Tivia, and finally Morlaix, I left my position as a clerk for the late Lord Estermont. Perhaps, like so many in Dunwall, I suffer from being excessively cultured, but I found Morlaix disappointing. Over the course of this journal, I would explain why I found the Festival of Turners to be tiresome, despite the high banners, bare feet, and red robes, and why the renowned jelly ox tongue is something I will be struggling to forget for many years to come. Oh. Well. Sorry you didn't much care for any of that. 4th day, month of wind. Assorted human remains, strong appetite. 10th day, month of wind. 1 bag Tivian pears, bruised rotten. Rats uninterested. 11th day, month of wind. 1 tin potted whale meat, eaten. 13th day, month of wind. Human torso, no trouble finding corpse parts. 7th day, month of wind. No feeding, aggression increased. Incident of cannibalism. 20th day, month of wind. Incident with previous maidservant. Will withhold feeding until 1st day of month of darkness. Okay. So there's gotta be a way to get into this room. So I know there's a couple of things in here that you can loot. But I don't think it's worth it. I mean, I've got everybody pretty much on a high place. I just don't want to risk it. Okay, so everybody is unconscious. So I shouldn't have drawn any attention to that one. But we're going back to Cleaverton Boulevard. Okay, so there's a bone charm over yonder. Where I came from over there. If I want that bone charm, I have to deal with those 2 idiots, though. That would be the wall of light, and that's another wall of light. I'm gonna quick save. Ah. All the wall of light components have been delivered to your station. I expect it to be functional before midnight. You've also been provided with several spare whale oil tanks should the needs arise. Lastly, it comes to my attention that various watchmen continued the adolescent practice known as rat burning. Remember, whale oil is not cheap. Please keep your men under control. By Captain Colonel. Oh, I could have put him in the dumpster. Ouch. Oh, he almost saw me. Okay.
One, two, three, heave!
Nice. Nice. It's right here. Excerpt from the longer work translated from Old Circonan by Anissa Matteo of Circonos. Okay. Darren and Gwen. Dearest Gwen, the city is going to burn. I've sold everything, so there's nothing for me here now except you. I'll wait for you where Clavering Boulevard crumbles into the river, where we used to meet. We'll take the money I've made and bribe our way onto a passing whale ship. I won't leave without you. And if you won't come, I'd rather be rat food.
Come on up. The more people die, the cheaper it gets.
Are you trying to tell me something? I have 3 of 9 of those, so... Got 10 of those. And yeah. Now we can go on to the main story. Oh, I need 8 runes for bedtime. Welp. Do have a couple more. Clockwork malfunction. Enemy grenades take slightly more time to explode. But ideally, if they don't find me, they won't throw grenades at me. Sadly, I can't just climb all over that. Can I?
Hey, don't you owe me a drink?
Oh, they are legit going to make me go this way. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna try an experiment.
What was that?
Should have done. And they all fell down. Ah, it breaks. I wonder actually.
Cold as a whaler's gaff hand. 50 years old.
Oh, wow.
Empress. Forget his old ass. I can't even remember the Empress. We tagged it plain. Under Clavering Street and Dice. Come on. What's the take?
20, plus 2 elixir.
Looked like 25 to me.
Look here. It's 20. It's 5 each, counting boo.
You want me to check your pockets?
Okay, so now I gotta find a place to hide them. Corporal Meadows, we found this strange rune on a woman who used to sell pastries up the street. Not sure how she died, but since the thing looked superstitious, we set it aside for the overseer. After your shift is over, take it to them for disposal or whatever they do with them. Don't forget. Come on. Perfecto. Oh, that was actually close. He actually goes inside there. If he saw me rifling around, that would have been it. Do you want to go away? I want you to go away. Pretty please go away. And that is how you don't get detected. So the guy in the chains here is Overseer Campbell.
Hello. I hear the second day is when the skin really starts to come all the way off. Is that true? Or is it the itching that really gets you? Or the rats?
Jasper, isn't it? It's not so bad in here. Except I miss your wife.
Huh. You don't scare easy, I'll give you that. That'll change.
Oh, will it? And hide. Gotta hide you somewhere. There, you can sleep down there.
What a sight you are in that mask. I know who you are and what you're here to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I can help.
Okay.
Unlock me and I'll buy you a drink in a couple of days. By the void, I'll buy you 100 drinks.
Okay. There you go.
Feels good to stand up straight. Thank you, Corvo.
You're welcome. Now how
what
can you
you're
help
here
me?
to do tonight is of the highest importance.
Yeah.
We've got to find Emily. So kill Campbell and make it quick. Once it's done, search his body for the journal, his notorious black book, and get out of there. Campbell is meeting with a guard named Kernow. And word from my informant is that Campbell is going to poison him.
Yep.
Maybe you can use that to your advantage. All right, I won't be of any help here, so I'll make my own way back to the Hound Pits pub.
Good.
If I see Samuel the boatman, I'll tell him to pick you up in the backyard, behind the office of the High Overseer.
So in other words,
May
I
all the
want...
spirits guide you, and may our enemy's head hit the floor without you taking a scratch.
Thank you. So yeah, basically he's telling, he's gonna tell Sam to move. Oh, look at that. There's a poster for me. Very nice. That's what I look like, in case anybody was wondering.
I was just reading in the archive about the Heretic's brand. It sounds painful. Have you ever seen the ritual?
I've never seen the Heretic's brand used. It's a rare occurrence, but I did spy the face of one so branded. A former member of our order, of course. Out on a retreat, we passed through a fishing town and saw him daily.
What were his sons?
Who can say? The brand is reserved for an overseer, or even the High Overseer himself, who violates our codes and must be cast out forever. Remember the 7 strictures, and you never need worry about such matters. I will.
So yeah, basically that would be the non-lethal avenue that we can do. If we so chose, if we didn't want to kill Overseer Campbell, which we absolutely don't on this playthrough, we can simply execute the branding ritual instead. And what that will do is it will ensure that, well, we'll read about it and you'll see basically why it's such a big deal. Guy over there. There's one there. There's a bin that we can actually use to sort of deal with them. One down. And here I thought there was something important. Nope, he turned. That was too good to be true. Excellent. Fucking Christ. Stop that. And now they are hidden. Like, I need more crossbow bolts, but I'll take the free rewiring tool, thank you. Wayland, Captain Curnow and his retinue will be here this evening. See that they are allowed through the checkpoint without incident. I would like him in a fair mood when I have drinks with him in the meeting chamber. Also be prepared to defend the checkpoint from the inside should things go awry with negotiations. Not that I expect they should, but I want your overseers prepared in case Curnow and his men live up to the City Watch's reputation. Play your way pathways. There are many pathways through your mission: front streets, alleys, windows, rat tunnels, rooftops, and waterways. Experiment with different ways to reach your goal. And we shall. Fucking. Thank you. And just like that, we are in. More bolts, but we can't use them. More potion, but we can't use it. What we really need is more of the Piero stuff. It doesn't look like there's anybody here. So that's to the kennels. Here. Overseers and shit. Okay.
Do not let your keen eyes wander too, boy. There's word of bad men about. Here's a good boy.
Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Da 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 da.
Settle down, man. It's only me, Boreal Star, the Flooded District, and all the rest of it. So it's just me tonight. Why? Don't.
Ah.
Dice.
Apples. Ooh.
And there's you, Voracious. There you are, my sick boy. I'll fetch you a treat later tonight. Oh, you know that word, do you? Dice.
Okay, so that's as far as he goes. Oh, fuck. Oliver, I've taken the loot we've gathered and stashed it in the incinerator room. It's under the dead hound, so nobody will dig around and find it. Look to your strictures to figure out the door code. Lying tongue, wandering gaze, errant mind. I trust you're devout and clever enough to figure it out. So we are in the basement. Hopefully we're going to be able to come back here later. That's if all goes according to plan. Ah, that's what he's doing. Fucker.
For the outsider himself has these 5 attributes by which he hopes to defeat the righteous.
Yeah, there is a guy over there.
Did you get caught in the lockdown last night?
6 hours. Searched the place top to bottom. And nothing to eat but the swill we hand out free. Of course we didn't find anything.
Of course
Did
not.
I ever tell you, one time one of the second floor shutters got stuck open, and I thought I could slip out? I couldn't find a way down, and by the time I got back, it had snapped shut. I spent the rest of lockdown out on a ledge.
Oh, wow.
Maybe the outsider was watching.
So I guess a hint on how to escape.
Back to the beginning. It was Martin's plot to break him out of Coldridge Prison. That's clear enough. But why Corvo? The one man feared throughout the Empire. He's as skilled as they say. He got through there with half the watch looking for him. He had help, yes, but how far does it go?
Excerpt from a work detailing one of the 7 strictures. Restrict the roving feet that love to trespass. They pay no heed to the boundary stones of a neighbor's fields. They wander into foreign lands only to return with their souls blackened by iniquity. Where have you strayed that destruction now comes behind you? Would you walk across burning coals or broken glass? Then why do you prowl into the homes of the honest or into the dens of the hidden things? For the result is the same. You will fall into the void. Instead, rest your feet on firm foundation, so that when the winds of the Overseer shriek against you, you will stand firm and not be overthrown.
Trail goes to Martin, but Martin knows everyone, everywhere.
Oh boy.
Not to the flooded district, surely. Or did he? The sewers are a rat's nest. Once he reached the river, he might have gone anywhere.
Come on. Oh, holy shit, he didn't actually see me. And that one's still there. Ah, shit.
Dice.
Aha, that's what happened. Okay.
Back to the beginning. It was Martin's plot to break him out of Coldridge Prison. That's clear enough. But why Corvo? The one man feared throughout the Empire. He's as skilled as they say. He got through there with half the watch looking for him. He had help, yes, but how far does it go? The trail goes to Martin, but Martin knows everyone, everywhere.
Well, you will never find out. The movements of Corvo Attano, known movements, returned from an official deployment of roughly 2 months after departure from Bristol. Mission included stops at other major isles at the behest of the Empress Emily Kaldwin, arrived bearing ill news, immediately reprehended for her murder. Last confirmed sighting, entering sewers under Coldridge Prison after escaping execution under unusual circumstances. Testimony from citizenry trade over. Confidence moderate, unconfirmed. Statement. Person matching subject's description seen conversing with unknown woman near front gates at the Academy of Natural Philosophy. Testimony from citizen Benjamin Harabay. Confidence low, unconfirmed. Statement. Person matching subject's description seen fraternizing with Oxfords just outside the city. Testimony from citizenry. Charlotte Hedenhead. Confidence low, second-hand. Statement. Overheard conversation implying one of the parties involved had knowledge of the suspect. Or subject. Suspected alliances known, none. Or none known, rather. Recommendation. Search of the estate district based on subject's prior position of authority and privilege. So basically, they got no clues. Okay. I'm gonna put these guys here for now. Deposition log number 73826. The case of Agatha Harcourt. Deposition from Mary Wallace. I smelled a particular stench coming from Agatha's window one night. As I looked in the window, I saw her burning over a fire the bones of something small along with clumps of hair. Deposition from Herbert Elcote. On several occasions, as I came home from work, I saw Agatha peering at me unnaturally from behind her curtains. On the 5th day, I felt a pain in my stomach upon approaching her home. Outcome, Agatha's home was searched. Several outlawed items were found, and Agatha was caught as she attempted to flee from the back door. Her interrogation yielded little use. Home and property seized by the Abbey remains cremated. Ah, there's another guy. And there. The heretic brand is reserved for those overseers who have committed heinous acts against the order, but have not broken codes that would otherwise result in execution. No contact, aid, or shelter can be given to one bearing the brand. That person is forevermore unwelcome to the Abbey and its affiliates. When used, the brand is applied to the forehead so all can see the sins of the recipient. The chemical compound acts immediately, scarring the heretic for the remainder of life. The interrogation room here at the office of the overseer stands ready for branding ritual, should the need arise. The recipient must be strapped into the interrogation chair and restrained as the brand is applied. The heretic brand itself is to be stored in the same room. Ah, there's another guy up. Coming this way. I am in the interrogation room. So the actual thing I don't see here, which tells me it's probably over on the other side. Oh. Oh, hello. Hello, you. Are you coming closer? Do you want an invitation to the sleeping corner? It's a nap time corner. More sleep darts. Can't do any of those. Heretic's brand. That's more of the branding instructions.
What we have is a man, aged 30 perhaps, slender. Unusual tattooing on the face and chest. Probably superstitious heresy. Wearing some sort of industrial mask when we brought him in. Stolen out of one of the whaling factories from the look of it. You're one of Dowd's men, aren't you? Caught at last? Give us a name at least. What's wrong with his eyes? Opium? Laudanum? Are you with us? What's he doing? Some kind of fit? He's gone. Here it is, a pin, hidden in one of his gloves. Subject has administered some kind of poison. The effects seem to have been lethal.
Well, best way to keep a secret is to ensure no one tells. The Great Trials. Spending 2 years in the company of heretics, the insane, and those rare black-hearted villains who were truly practitioners of magic, I can say with truth that I have seen such things as to break the minds of most. While the trials and burning weigh heavily upon my heart, I must chronicle what has been a unique opportunity to witness the multifarious perversions that the outsider bestow upon those who seek his black counsel. Many of those we face were accused of bewitching their neighbors or family, controlling them from afar, or even walking around in their skins. And I have seen this with my own eyes, as one woman slid into the form of another, prowling unseen until a vigilant overseer struck down both the witch and her host. That's describing the power of possession. Others detailed herein were found to stand in two places seemingly at once, or to vanish from one place and appear in another. Blink. Our work was dire, we knew, for if the followers of the outsider can truly inhabit the skin of another or move from place to place like the wind, then how can we hope to erect walls to keep him out? It was these trials that first led us to investigate barriers beyond the physical. Now, we're off to deal with the High Overseer. Oh yeah, there's a guy there. Come on, let's go. Okay. We're going to rewire that so that the alarm is disabled in the event we get spotted, but as long as we're doing it the right way. Oh, you know, I think we have another one who may potentially want to join the naptime corner. Always room for one more. First things first, we are going to spill the glasses.
A bunch of children playing games, that's what it is.
Good. And your niece, Callista. I'm very concerned.
She'll be found. My men are searching district by district.
The poor girl.
Callista's a resourceful girl. Probably found a safe place to hold up in all this.
If my overseers hear any word, I'll come straight to you.
Yeah, of course you will.
Time for drinks. I hope you won't refuse. It'll make this business pass all the quicker. Locked. One of the servants must have been in here. Let me see. It seems I have the wrong one.
Ah, it's the stall one.
Not that one. No.
Just fucking open the door, dude.
Here we are. Now if you'll join me. Men will come get you when we're finished. Keep each other entertained. Good time?
Uh-huh.
I don't understand how this got so unpleasant.
Oh, I agree. A whore dies and suddenly this. Will you have wine? It's a Tivian red.
Nope, no one for you.
What a... Who's been in here? I owe you an apology, Captain. This is hardly the hospitality I planned for you. Well, time to do this the hard way.
Uh-huh.
What was that, Campbell?
Never mind. It's a stroke of luck for you, Captain. I'm forced to break out the real vintage. Leave the men here. We'll have to share with all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Very well, Campbell. As long as we get this little dispute settled.
Oh, that High Overseer might be an issue. Fuck. Fuck off. We're in a secret room.
Ah, you see this painting? Believed to be early Sokolov. Something primal. The way the brushwork slashes across the canvas.
Got him. Colonel, you get to chill out over here. Campbell, I'm not sure how my predecessor operated, but from now on, if one of my girls tries to blackmail you, you send her back to me at the Golden Cat instead of concocting some plan on your own. I've had to replace 3 girls in as many months, and you can imagine the business of carnal pleasure isn't booming in this plague-stricken hole you call a city. From Madame Prudence. So that would be this so-called whore that he was talking about. Got some another bone charm. That's the litany of the thing. There's a painting. We're just gonna shut you off.
Curse those fools at Coldridge for letting Corvo get away. Who knows what the man could do now? Hiram, or the Lord Regent, as he asks us to call him now, seems to have faith in all the Sokolov security devices he's put up all over the city, but I'm not so sure. At least the girl has been moved to a safe place. Visiting her twice a week has given me ample opportunity to inspect the facilities, as they say. So there's an upside, at least.
Yeah, seems like. At least for you guys there is anyway. Okay, so is there a way that I can... Nope, I guess not. I thought there was a way that you could close that. Unless I'm losing my mind. Oh, apparently I guess I am. That would be the meeting room. Ah! Ah, he's got his sword out. He found the nap time corner. I'm gonna have to deal with this. Close the door. Hey, buddy. Goodbye. Now I have to go to Samuel's. Ah, shit. Oh, got the buttons mixed up. That's a safe location. Huh. Oh, shit. Okay. I could have taken Kurno's body over here. Oh, well, it's fine. He should be fine. Ah. We're gonna put you here. And Kurno, you are coming with me. Oh, it won't let me open the door here. Okay, that's fine. Ah, save's coming. Gotta love it. Safe location would be that bin right there. Just have to make sure that nobody's watching. Okay. Okay, so only one gets to live there. I see. So Callista's uncle is now safe. And these two idiots get to take a nap together. And I get to go out the backyard.
Please, she's my sister. She's not a witch. I know her. Out of the way. You expect preferential treatment just because you are her brother? She will burn. Oh,
You appeared as if from nowhere. We would both be dead if not for you.
You're welcome.
We are forever in your debt. I cannot thank you enough.
I must get my sister to safety. But first, I may know of a way to thank you.
Okay.
There's a safe in the bunkhouse. The combination is 203. Take what you want, and good luck.
You're welcome. Glad to get out. Oh, look at that. There's a very convenient trash can that I could just put you guys in. Oh, and I finally run out of potions. Ah, spoke too soon. Abductee manifest. The following children have been brought to Godfrey's farm, awaiting passage to Whitecliff on the 13th day, month of seeds. Jude Thornton, Ada Hargreave, Nicholas Raines, Patrick Bagan, Roland Williams, Zachary Clenton, Thomas Jordan, and Kent Hodgson. Rations allotted is 12 crusts of bread, 1 wheel of blood ox cheese, and 5 tins of brined hagfish. Okay, so that's where they... this is where they hold the children before they send them off to be brainwashed, I guess you could say. Excerpt from a set of cautionary tales for children. They say that Jimmy Whitecomb Riley was a brawler his mates called Smiley. He ran around up and down town, pulling off every kind of crimey. That's lazy. On Bottle Street, he hung with the boys, throwing bricks and glass and other toys. They'd start a fight, then run and hide, breaking, laughing, far and wide. Smiley liked to eat and drink all day, and smash and bash the night away. Drunk and alone, he drifted off asleep and sitting on a bridge along John Clavering. When he woke, something strange he found, stranger than a singing wolfhound. He'd become a blue-jawed hagfish, most smiley, and only remembered his name was Smiley. They say that Jimmy Whitecomb Riley was never seen again for all the timey, but he swam around up and down, drinking from the river, crying, "Why me?" So I guess the moral of the story is don't piss off a witch? So I'll be honest with you, that's really the only thing that I'm getting. Okay, so there's some loots over here to be had, and we're gonna try and see if we can get them all. Oh, and there's a lot of rats in there. We're not gonna bother with that place. Not if we can help it anyway. So there's one in there. There's a bone charm over there. There's also apparently one over there as well. Okay, so I guess we are going to try over there. Yep. Trevor, we're going to need another shipment of tools to destroy these accursed bone charms. Though we managed to break down over a dozen last month, there are more coming in from all over Bristol, and the things are remarkably resilient. From Edgar. Got it. Blood Ox, what does that do? Max mana has been... Yes, please. So I have 4 runes now. I think we're still gonna try and save as much as we can anyway. Nope. Fuck you, rats. Excerpt from a report to the Office of the High Overseer by High Overseer Gerard. I was asked, should we not tolerate the possession of simple bone charms among the populace? Surely this is a trivial matter, merely a cultural practice seen across the Isles? Not as terrible as the creation and coveting of more complex occult runes? Such an insidious question. This foolish distinction weakens our mission while the stench of the outsider grows thick around us. Perhaps, as some claim, our ancestors tolerated these cursed practices during the times before our modern empire arose to ease the lives of the lowliest serfs as they paved the roads to civilization. But there is no excuse for witchery in this brighter industrial age. Having adjudicated the trials of many heretics myself, I swear that their eyes, as the clarity of pain took their lives, were grateful to be liberated. Piss off, rats. Yeah, that's right, piss off. Piss off, all of ya. Suck it, mice. Okay, I'm gonna try something because I do have the rune that's supposed to make shattering glass not as audible. Overseer Humphrey, I left you a copy of the ancient music so you might familiarize yourself with the principles I'm employing in this latest variation of Holger's device, or the music box as the men call it. As you should know, it produces harmonies that render heretical energies or magic inert through counterbalancing mathematical principles. Read the book, and then make yourself useful by finding us some subjects to test it on. The city is choked with corruption and superstition, so I trust you won't have to look far. Signed, High Artificer Bartholomew.
We cannot doubt the effectiveness of Holger's device, or the mathematical beauty of the music itself.
We've seen it in action against...
Humphrey, would you see to it that this valve gets installed in that little supply depot by the loading docks? The men have been grumbling about this thing for what seems to be months on now, as if there were anything of value on the other side of that door it's supposed to open. Keep quelling problems like this for me, and you might just make an apprentice.
Forbidden practices too many times to deny it. But the question no one wishes to ask is the incantation itself black magic?
Excerpt from the longer banned work on supernatural ritual. It is said that we should not sully our hands when combating the forces of the void. My studies have been deemed heretical by my brothers, but the rewards have been invaluable. I have harnessed the same energies employed by the outsider and his accursed followers while avoiding their corruption. I will prescribe a twofold method in this text. Indirection, as the unwholesome powers of the outsider use living flesh as a conduit, we can avoid being tainted by using the flesh of others instead. Containment. By using channels and barriers, we can focus these void energies into a raw state, shielding them from the perverse perspectives of the outsider.
Boxes are priceless, but what's inside?
Bartholomew, I've seen the harness you've been devising in that workshop of yours. If you plan to strap explosives to my precious hounds and make living bombs out of them, you can count me out of your plan. I'm the master of the hounds here, and without my training, they'll never do as you request. Yeah, good on you, man.
You're just feeling off, that's all.
It's no use. I'm sick. I can taste blood. It's been days. You know what you have to do. Stop it. I'll give you my share of elixir.
Nonsense. I don't want to bleed from the eyes and lose my mind. I don't want to spread the plague to anyone else. Don't fall prey to restless hands. I'm asking you to do this because you've known me for so long. Can you do it? Will you?
Yes, my friend. I will. Before you weep. Before you bring down the rest of us.
Thank you.
Turn your back, my friend. Recite the 7 strictures. And we'll make it fast.
Restrict the wandering eyes that look hither and yonder for some flashing thing that easily catches.
Yeah.
What brings calamity in the next?
I guess we're leaving. Hi, Artificer Bartholomew. I would appreciate it if you would consider promoting me to your apprentice formally so that I might work with you full time. Thank you, from Humphrey. Visited by Holter himself in my dreams last night. He told me I was to do great works for the Abbey, to cast out darkness where I find it, to help arm my brothers with weapons that reach beyond the physical and into the very heart of the outsider. I think that I am ready for this task. Yep. Nice. Oh, it's not even here. Okay, let's see what that one was. Twist of Fortune. Very rarely a potion gives you full mana. And equipped it.
Is that you?
Yes, it is.
It's Samuel.
I know.
I'm here.
I know you are. I just want to check to see if there's anything here for me. And it doesn't look like there is. So, I guess we're moving on. Hi.
From the way I hear it, Campbell lived a pretty posh life.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not my place to say, but men of the faith shouldn't live like barons.
Agreed.
You ready to go?
Yes, I think we are.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so here we go. Mission stats. No hostiles killed, no civilians killed, no alarms rung, 9 bodies were found. I guess that nap time corner wasn't exactly such a great idea after all. Low chaos overall. Did not kill anybody, but I was detected, so there's that. I rescued Griff the Scavenger. I branded Campbell as a heretic. I saved Captain Curnow, and I saved Elsa from the zealous overseers. In regards to loots, I found 6 out of 7 runes. That's not bad. 4 out of 5 the bone charms. Also not bad. Found an outsider's shrine. Thank you, Granny Rags. Sokolov's painting, I found 1. Coins found were 20 out of 2017 out of 37 and 94. I wish I could have done better than that, but it's whatever. And that is where we're going to leave it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like or subscribe. And as always, if you didn't enjoy it, leave a message below letting me know what I can do to improve. And until the next time, guys, ciao.